weeks gone by. Some things have changed. This is episode 2, sorry. Some things have changed during this week. I've given it a lot of thought. I've played different scenarios in my head. And the conclusion that I've come to is in regarding to the solar system and the solar charger, the MPPT. I won't be using the Renogy unit. This would do both the solar charging and the DC to DC. I could use it as a DC only, but like I said on the last episode, this is quite big. And if I'm not using the solar side of it, and the reason for that is first running cables all the way to the front of the van, and then with this particular unit, you're limited to a solar input voltage of 25 volts, which means I would have to connect my solar panels in parallel to keep that voltage down. That in turn would double the current that needs to go through that coiled cable, which is my limitation at the minute. I can't run big gauge, thick gauge wires into the van, so that coil cable has to stay. So I need to keep the current down. The way to do that is to connect the solar panels in series, so the voltage doubles essentially, which means this is out of the picture. But this comes in, which is a DC to DC charger from Victron. It is only that. It does not do solar at all, so I will be keeping this, which means I don't have to rewire anything. The Victron solar charger stays in place. Another advantage is all of these have Bluetooth. This has Bluetooth. The Victron Smart Shunt, which is a little device that will go onto the batteries and measures the current that comes in and out of the batteries. They all have Bluetooth, so in just one app I can see the solar, the DC charger, and the shunts instead of having to navigate forwards and backwards through different apps, the Renogy app, the Victron app, so everything is in the same place. That will make it easier. Also, this is considerably smaller than this, so I'll be able to fit this under the driver's seat, hopefully. I'll find a way to do it. So these are the decisions that have been made, and now I'm going to crack on and start ripping out the seat frame, the control panel, all the wires, the rear battery. Let's get on with it. See you later. Dang, these are heavy. Bloody hell. Okay. It's out. Okay. This one is out. Jesus Christ. Oh. Just for kicks, I'm gonna weigh this battery because I think it weighs probably double than the new lithium batteries. Oof, okay, that's 23 kilos. Let's weigh the new ones. How shall we do this? I'm gonna need a strap. So that's 10 kilos. So that's less than half of a typical lead acid battery. So that's 20 kilos off the van. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna need cutters to start ripping out wires. Oop. So that's the mess in the rear battery compartment. So this is a shunt that I've got installed. There goes the light. That I installed the first time around. This is a fuse. I'm gonna remove all of this and just run new cables and try and tidy it up a bit. This shunt will probably be replaced by the Victron smart shunt, which is a wireless one. And yeah, just redo this. This is my handiwork. Question is, what is it? This is why I'm recording these videos. I have no clue what any of this is. Maybe this is an original wire, maybe this is what I added. No idea what this is either. But this one goes up onto the cupboard, so probably the LED lighting, I would imagine. Need to investigate all of this. Oh, okay, I see. I'm gonna need to do this. Crimp a new ring terminal onto this one. This is the original VW negative. So I'm gonna have to redo this one. Probably redo this one as well. What is this cable? I don't know. Keep taking things apart. All will become clear. Okay, that's a connection right there. That's not bad, actually. As long as it's properly insulated, which it is, it's fine, I guess. But I'm gonna have to take these cables out, check their lengths, and again, try and match the length of the positive or negative that will be coming out of this battery with the length of the other cable that's coming from the front battery. So yeah, let's get cracking. That's the control panel that's going to be replaced. I'm going to cut a new one out. I have the original one, by the way, which is what I used to just trace out the shape and cut this one way back when. And now I'm just going to take these crappy meters out. Because again, with the Victron smart shunts and the control panel for the lithium batteries, I don't need these. I'm gonna think about keeping the cutoffs. I think you should really do keep them, have them for safety reasons. But the batteries do have a shelf mode button, so it's not exactly a cutoff. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see, again, my possibilities to run the cables and keep them the same length and install. Space is very limited here. So, again, yeah, it's not really ideal. Like the way I'm working right now, is it? Oh. Okay, I'm seeing a possibility here, which is I'm going to remove this shelf because it seems like above this tank, this is the wastewater tank that you're seeing here, along with this horribly installed fuse box. Please disregard that. That's going to be redone. There's space, so maybe, just maybe, I could build a small plate with the bus bars and everything I need just above this shelf. And there is clearance right there, right here, to run cables if I need to. So, well, let's just keep plugging away at it. And remove all of this crap if I can do it. That's one out. Okay, that's the other one out. I like these installs that are easy to service. You can clearly see this was built by someone who had maintenance in mind. Also, someone that was in a rush to get stuff done before a trip. Yes. Okay. Now we've gained some space. Why didn't I do this earlier? Bloody hell. What a dumbass. Yes. It's out. It is out. That's the fridge. The fridge is right here. This is the compressor. And you can just about see here. Well, you can actually. It's right there. The condenser for it. So this is where the fan is going to go and hopefully ventilate, cool this. The fan actually plugs into the fridge loom, so it only works when the fridge is working. And again, supposed to be a 40% reduction or in the fridge power consumption, which should be really good, but we'll have to see if that actually checks out. So it's after lunch. Get back on it. I've previously just taken out fuse boxes, a shelf, the control panel, everything. My plan now that I've discovered that little recess, this unused space, is to make a plate where I can just build everything outside of the van onto that plate, the fuse box, the fuses, and just then install it in place and just connect all the wires to it. At the minute, I'm just using a 12-volt small battery so I can identify and tag all of the wires so I know which one is which for which lights and what loads, so I can start organizing all of this mess. I'm not sure I'm gonna get to the frame today, but if not today, tomorrow, Sunday. So we'll see. Let's keep going. I have a pretty good idea. These are lights, the lights inside the cabinet. So if I turn them on, there we go. That's it. So let's tag these. I'll have to see, there's this unit here that I have to charge, USB charger, lighter plug. But I think the cables for this need to be dedicated instead of being drawn from the same circuit as the LEDs. So, well, more work, I guess. Okay, so I've pretty much figured out all of the what all of the wires are. I've tagged everything. I haven't ripped out too much because I'm going to use some of the old cables to pull through the new ones, which will be, for the most part, thicker gauge cables for the solar charger, for the loads. I will be replacing those. I'm also just trying to figure out where I'm just going to, how I'm going to install the smart shunt here in the rear. So tackling everything a little bit at once on multiple fronts, because I'm still waiting on the cables. I'm only getting them next week, so I can't just be pulling out wires, because again, I want to use the old ones that are already run through the cabinet, attach them to the new ones, pull them through, so I bring the new ones without having to be fiddling around for hours like I did last time, the first time I ran these cables. So I might, it's getting late today, it's Saturday, so tomorrow I'll have another go, probably at the seat, driver's seat frame, take it out and see if there's a way to run the cables from the front seat to the rear cabinet. Everything's shaping up slowly, but it's getting there. Still a lot of work to be done. See you tomorrow. Okay, it's Sunday morning. I'm quite tempted to start running new lines, new cables, but I'm gonna wait until I have everything, so I'm not just doing the same thing twice, because there are a couple of places where I have to run 6 cables and I don't have all of them yet. So I might as well just do them all at once. So I am going to get started on removing that seat frame, see how that goes, see if I can find a way to run a cable to there, if I still have time today, I might try and cut out the new panel. I'm going to use acrylic, 5mm acrylic sheet that I just had laying around. Cut it on the table saw and the bandsaw. And then for the actual opening for the fan, I'll either cut out just a circular hole and 3D print a grill, or I might just, I have a really small tabletop CNC. I might just try and CNC the grill and the holes for the control panel and the buttons all at once in the panel, but we'll see. Let's crack on with this. Okay, moment of truth. Now we see what's what. What a bloody mess. Yep, so this is what we're looking for. Away there. Okay, looks like I have to try and remove this I haven't been able to find a way through here yet. So yeah, I've managed to take out this, the seat belt trim piece. It's just pops off at these points right here very carefully, and then it's wedged right at this corner. But if you're careful enough, you can take it out. Didn't break anything, so that's good. So yeah, the wires will run through here. You can see they're already going from here onto here. Sadly, there is no space here or way to route the cables that I wanted straight from this point up to that point. So what I'm gonna do is just, there's plenty of space here, plenty of space here. In fact, there is plenty of space here, which will probably lead the cable straight to the space that way, where I'm planning to install everything. So the cable is probably going to go through here, on through here, on through here, and there is just a little bit of space here so I can run the two cables that I need, which is a thick positive cable, a 35 millimeter squared cable like this one, and an Ethernet cable, which is for the lithium battery. So those two are the ones that I need to run. They'll come through here, come up through here, and all the way up there. So that's good. And this is for future reference, because I'm sure in a few years I won't remember any of this. So this is really important stuff, being able to record this. So, and well, for you, if you ever think about doing anything of the sort. Okay, so that's Sunday over. I think I'm sure done for the weekend, so only time to get back on it is next weekend. In the meantime, I'm going to be getting some supplies, some fuses, tape, hopefully finally get the cable that I need so I can start running them. As soon as I can run the Ethernet cable and the battery cable to the rear cabinet, I can start putting the front seat back together, the driver's seat back together, and start cleaning that up. And then from then on, from that point, working my way backwards to the rear, rewiring everything, reinstalling everything. And yeah, so do drop a like and subscribe if you want to see the rest of the adventure. Well, not adventure, but all the rest of the work in the van. And if you want to go into the maths, the cable sizes, why lithium batteries are better, or why they store more energy, say so, and I'm happy to make a video about it. At the time, for now, I just really need to get on with doing the actual work. But if it's something that you're curious about, just let me know, and I'm happy to do a video about it. So until the next one, see you later. Bye bye.